Respected members of the committee, my name is Andrea Ayala and I am a non-binary lesbian refugee and human rights defender coming from a long line of Chorti Pipil women, an indigenous population originally based in the mid-center of what we know as El Salvador. I am honored to present this statement today. This statement has been prepared in consultation with several organizations worldwide that works on indigenous and LGBTI issues. We welcome and support the work of the Committee on Rights of Indigenous People and Women. We celebrate the positive developments that the committee has made in drawing attention to the increasing violence against Indigenous women and the multiple intersecting forms of discrimination they face regarding access to education, work, health, and justice. However, we are concerned about the lack of references to LGBTI plus Indigenous women made by the committee and the multiple forms of discrimination they face in some countries because of their diverse sexual orientation, gender identity and expression, and sex characteristics, SOGIESC. In many regions globally, for example, Australia, North America, Africa, and Latin America, access to specific services such as health treatments, legal support, or gender-affirming care is frequently hampered for LGBTI plus Indigenous women and girls. In addition, they are often victims of violence and discriminations from states but also from their own families, communities, and religious groups. Consequently, they are subjected to forced labor, permanent exile, land dispossessions, forced marriages, corrective rapes, and ultimately hate crimes. Moreover, many LGBTI plus Indigenous women and girls experience more risk for poor physical health and social and emotional well-being. Ilga and Jean support the idea that any discussion around equality and non-discrimination toward Indigenous women and girls must also emphasize the importance of understanding systemic influences rooted in coverage in colonial and religious influences that continue to impact the lives of LGBTI plus women and girls coming from Indigenous communities across the globe today. We highlight the importance of considering the structural discrimination deeply embedded in stories of institutional patriarchy, colonization, conquest, and marginalization, and invite the committee to take into account distinct life experiences of LGBTI plus Indigenous women and girls. We recommend that the committee to ensure an intersectional approach in creating the general recommendation and specifically refer to LGBTI plus women, explicitly addressing their distinct needs and rights. We also recommend the committee to encourage states to include specific references to the situation of LGBTI plus and or Indigenous women in their reporting to the committee and cooperate with all the UN agencies and experts and ratify all human rights instruments relevant to the rights of LGBTI plus Indigenous women and girls. Thank you for your attention.